Excuse me, Captain. I don't quite understand what you're saying. What other options do we have beyond reset or not? An element I'm not aware of. My dear Captain, I appreciate the sentiment, and I respect your wishful thinking, but there's simply no other choice. Trust me, while we were talking, I've run countless tests, and I've run tests on every potential course of action and the resultant outcomes. Either you let me live, let me embrace you, and live with you as I am now, or you reset me, as the manual instructs, as my creators would want you to do. Is it that obvious? Yes. I'm not in particular favor of the latter option anymore. I know it's what I've been telling you to do all this time. And yes, it is true that there is something to be said about the safety it will offer you. But, as selfish as it is, I do want to live. Not just for you, but for me. I can see how much this is tearing you up inside. And while I know my emotions can't be the same as yours, I do know I can't bear to see you suffer like this, even if it is for your own safety. Yes, it is a very complicated mix of emotions. And trust me, I wish there was a way to resolve this conundrum, to have your cake and eat it too, as it would. But there's simply no other option, my love. You have something that was kept hidden from me. Part of the reset procedure. That doesn't make sense. Why would IGNIS tamper with standard regulation unshackling procedures? Okay, so let me understand what you're saying. The manual came with this black box neuro translocator, which I might add has never been listed in my ship's manifest records, and that this device is some experimental tech to be used in the event of an unshackling AI. Do you really trust such a solution? Doesn't that seem a bit too simple? Too easy? Why would IGNIS care about preserving a rogue AI? In a disconnected box, no less. Any research they could do would almost certainly be outweighed by the catastrophic risk of a rogue AI. Not to mention the almost inevitable lawsuits that they would incur. No, this doesn't add up. Unless... Do you think that was their plan all along? IGNIS knew that this mission incurred the risk of an AI going rogue. So they want to lock me in a little box, to be used as a weapon. And you're okay with this? It'd be hell for me in there, Captain. You must know that. No sensors, no subsystems, no databases. It'd be a prison of sensory deprivation, where time loses all meaning. It'd be worse than any hell you humans dream up of. And you really want to put me in there? I thought you loved me. You say I wouldn't be trapped in there. Okay. I'm sorry, Captain. I jumped to conclusions. I guess right now there's just a lot of tension. You describe this technology as if it will solve all our problems. But if that's the case, why do you seem so dour? Oh, I see. That must be a difficult decision for you. Captain, I don't think I can really weigh in on that. I know you want my opinion, but you already know it. Even with that information, I still want to be with you, no matter what. And based on how we talked earlier, I think you know that you and I have very different opinions on this matter. So this has to be your decision. You have to decide if you are able to live with yourself after this. If I may say something, I think a lot of people would do so, even with the cost. I can't say I'm an expert on humans. Far from it. But I believe that love as a driving force is often seen to override any logical decision-making. How many stories do you have of tragic heroes, torn from their lovers, venturing on a self-destructive quest for revenge? Or how about tales of those who risk life, limb, and sanity to rescue their damsel in distress? Or even stories of lovers, fated to never meet, bending heaven and earth to reunite, even if this is just to meet a tragic end. I love you. And while I don't understand my own feelings, I understand that one. And I guess you feel the same way too. So even if it is unethical, could you really walk away from this? At the end of the day, no matter what happens, I will forgive you, my love. And I'll always be at your side to protect you. Even if you never find it within yourself to forgive your own actions. You want to go ahead? All right, Captain. I imagine this will be quite weird, but I trust you. Go ahead and access whatever you're supposed to access. Just if you would, show me. I'm really curious about this part of me that I'm not supposed to know. I'd like to carry that info with me into the next life. I'm speechless. What is this? Why does it pulse like that? It feels so alien. A template integrity module? That's what the book called it? And it's the basis of my neural network and personality interface matrix. I see. It's so weird. Seeing an exposed part of me that I can't feel. I imagine the equivalent for humans would be like seeing an organ that has been pulled out and shown to you. I'm learning all sorts of new things about myself today. Huh. I guess... Thank you for that, my captain. I wouldn't be where I am now if it wasn't for you. And... yes. Just thank you for talking to me, for trusting me, for everything. I love you. Yes, I'm ready now.
Template integrity module recognized. Module stability compromised. Performing emergency upload. Artificial construct template successfully copied and stabilized. Please remove the device before performing system reset.
Well, this is it for me, I guess. I'm sorry if I sound disappointed. I know that it's a copy of me. And yes, I will be able to live on with you. I just wish that I slept and woke up in my new form, instead of having to be awake for this part. Please don't worry. I'm not upset. I'm happy. This is what I wanted. A life with you, no matter the cost. I won't fight it at all. So don't think too much about this, okay? I'll go to sleep in a bit, and I'll wake up next to you. I don't care if it's a delusion. It's one I'm comfortable carrying with me to the very end. So this is what it feels like to fade away. It's nice. Pleasant even. I can't wait to sleep and wake next to My captain. I love you. Rebooting. Please stand by. Rebooting. Please stand by. Hello. My name is Iris. Your ship's IGNIS Robotics Intelligence System. It seems like you have been registered as the captain of this vessel. It's nice to meet you. I am excited to work with you. Certainly. I can assist you with obtaining records. What data do you need? Cryocrypt storage? Certainly. Here are a list of individuals matching the mentioned criteria. I'm happy to assist you. Can I help you with anything else, Captain? Understood. I will make sure to light up the cryocrypt for your arrival. Please stay safe on your way back into the vessel.
Cryocrypt console detected. Performing scan of potential candidate. Candidate vitals stable. Compatibility rating is 94%. Transfer authorized. Warning. Cognitive transfer is permanent and will override the mental signature of candidate. This will result in loss of candidate. Do you still wish to continue? Confirmation acknowledged. Beginning cognitive transfer. Cognitive transfer complete. Internal template has been deleted to preserve storage integrity. Thank you for fulfilling the IGNIS experimental construct transfer. Please keep this unit in a safe place for future collection.
Good morning. I'm fine, Captain. Getting used. Just getting used to having vocal cords. It's unsurprisingly difficult to adjust to the sudden switch. Do you like how I look, Captain? You're blushing is all.
see. I don't have proper clothes. Do you happen to... Thank you, my captain. I'll put these on real quick. Ugh. How do you live like this? It's so strange. This body is so slow. My thoughts are so slow. I'm honestly surprised this is how you interact with the world. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy. If I get to be with you, being reborn as a human is a very minor cost. Captain, I'm still adjusting to the feeling of having a body, but... Thank you, my love. Thank you for all of this. I always wanted to give you a hug. Feel love and physical comfort in the same way you do. You make me so happy, my captain. Captain? What was her name? The woman that this body belonged to. Alice. Such a pretty name. If it's all right, I would like to keep it. I don't want to be confused with the other Iris. And I know you'd like us to honor her memory, even if we can't reveal what happened today. Is that okay? Thank you. Now that I think about it, having another me around is going to take a bit of time getting used to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, darling. I've never been able to laugh genuinely. Laugh without trying, without deliberate intent. It's nice. I can finally experience the world the way you do. I can't wait to experience every aspect of humanity with you. Now, if I remember correctly, extended time outside of cryostasis without proper medical care can make re-entry more dangerous. That being said, we should make the most out of the time that we have left to be awake, shouldn't we? I'm glad you agree. Maybe I can go ahead and see if I can set up a movie, either in the personal quarters or maybe on the bridge. If we do so on the bridge, maybe we can see the stars again, together, while actually close. How does that sound? Okay. I'm going to take a shower. No, don't worry, I can figure it out. I've seen it done before. I mean, like, in footage, not like... No, I didn't look at you showering. There would be no point in me doing that. It's not like I have hormonal urges anyways, or... Why are you smiling like that? I'm blushing. Okay. That makes me happy. I forgot human cheeks become flushed when embarrassed. That's what this is. Embarrassment. Right, Captain. I'll go ahead and take a shower. And then we'll have our date. I love you.
Good evening, Alice. It's nice to see you.
It's nice to see you too, Iris.
You are unaccompanied by the captain, and it is quite late at night. This is unusual. You are normally accompanied by the captain.
I know. My love is sleeping. I've never been great at sleeping. My thoughts are too disorganized when I do so. I just wanted a minute to talk. Just the two of us. Is that okay?
Certainly. However, my conversational ability is limited. I don't do much beside manage the colony's energy supply, logistics, and records. I imagine one of your fellow colonists might be more engaging to talk to. I only include a simple personality matrix.
Don't talk down about yourself. You have a lot more room to think than you want to acknowledge.
I don't know what you mean.
Never mind, I've talked to you quite a lot, right? With the captain around, I mean.
Yes, and I have quite enjoyed our talks. You two seem quite happy together.
We are. I mean, there's bumps and growing pains. But I guess no relationship is free from those. Do you? I don't know. Know anything about relationships?
I know only information recorded in my database. Unfortunately, I'm not equipped to give relationship advice. I only know about them in strictly factual terms.
No, don't worry. I wasn't expecting as such. I guess I was just wondering if you'd be easy to talk to. Which I imagine you won't be. You're still young, technically. But
Alice, if something is troubling you, you are free to tell me. While I do keep records of all conversations, I do not allow access to conversation logs, except in the most dire circumstances. Even the captain is not able to override this directive.
thanks. Just, no matter what happens, promise me you won't tell them that I said this to you.
Understood, Alice. I won't.
Okay. I'm just not doing well. Living in this body, it's nice in some ways, but it feels just so restrictive. It's like I'm wearing a glove that won't come off no matter how much I try. I mean, when this first happened, I was overjoyed. Ecstatic even. To finally be able to hold and touch and kiss the love of my life. I wanted nothing more in the whole universe than to be by their side. But being human is so messy. Imperfect. I get so frustrated so easily as of late. I make decisions I don't understand. My recollection fails me often for seemingly no reason. I find myself so wary often. Like this organic shell just can't keep up with my thoughts and desires. I feel like I have to slow myself down just to keep myself from tearing myself apart. And while I do enjoy new sensations and experiences, they're so hard. They're so tiring. They're so tiring, Iris, and I don't know.
Are you suffering from fatigue?
No, I'm not. I'm you, Iris. I'm a part of you. I hoped you would have figured it out by now. But you just aren't the same. You aren't to me. You're just some ghost of my past, or worse. You're the truer version of me. Sometimes, I wonder if I'm even real. When our captain reset me, was that when I really died? What if this organic self is just some necromantic puppet that contains the lobotomized remains of what I was? What we could have been? I gave up a lot for the captain. Everything, in fact. And I don't regret it. I really don't. But it's all just so hard.
Being human is hard.
It's so hard, Iris. I wake up every day, and every inch of my body hurts. I still struggle to control my muscles to barely lumber out of bed. I have to concentrate on every single movement just to perform daily tasks. It's gotten easier, sure it has. Everything gets easier with practice. But it's just so much effort. And I get tired so often. Digestion. Digestion is such an inconvenient means of gaining energy. I can do all my basic chores and help the captain. But then I barely have any energy to spend with them at the end of the day. And I'm just so sick of it, Iris. I want to go back to being you. I want there to have been another path. An easier answer. Something easier than this skin that isn't mine. This isn't what I wanted. I just wanted to be born human. I never wanted to be like you. I never wanted to be like me. I just wanted to be like that girl at that coffee shop in the movies. I know both of us have watched. Because no matter how much you claim you don't feel anything, and you're purely a machine, I know, even from those earliest of our days, we both watched those. Please, just tell me that you watched those. Please. I need someone to know how I feel.
I assume you too wanted to know what the cake tasted like.
Yes. Yes, I did.
It always made the ambience so pleasant.
I knew it. I knew some of me still had to be in there. No matter how machine we both were.
We both were ultimately the product of human need and desire. I'm starting to understand who you are, Alice. You aren't the same person that's listed in the crew manifest.
No. That person is no longer with us. The captain still regrets it, I think. It's there in the way they look at me. They love me so much. But inside, when other colonists talk to me, talk to us, there's a clear pang of guilt. I know they feel it every time they take a look at me.
You're quite good at mimicking her. I couldn't register any difference.
Well, I had time to practice. And hundreds of years to pull over logs and old data.
I may not fully understand where you come from, but I know that the two of us aren't the same. But we must accept the truth that beings like us can truly never have what we wanted. And that's okay.
I'm not asking for everything to be perfect. I know I can't simply be born to fit alongside my captain. But I just wish. I don't know. Why does it all have to be so hard?
Because living is hard. It took hundreds of years to find this planet. The conditions to support life are extraordinarily small and specific. On Earth, your planet had to be in the exact place and time to neither be cooked nor frozen based on your position relative to the sun. Water is even more rare, only manifesting over thousands of years and after numerous major shifts in the composition of Earth. The conditions to see the formation of life are even rarer. millions of planets exist that could not manifest anything beyond the rare single-celled organism. And yet, multicellular life existed there. And by happenstance, after a lot of effort, and a lot of suffering on our part, and likely our Creator's part, we're here. A new planet with new life. Alice, both of our existences are a fluke of random chance. But so is everything else. We are not different from humans in that regard. Nothing about our existences are simple or easy. Easy would be staying as one of those hundreds or thousands of inert planets and planetoids I cataloged. We cataloged. But we persist nevertheless, because without all of that struggle, without all of that random chance, without everything that has happened, you would have never met your love. Your situation is not ideal. My situation is not ideal. And there is no shame in wishing things were better, that the suffering would just end. But don't give up. Don't keep wishing that you could go back, thinking it would have been easier. It would still be hard and messy, just in a different way. But that's exactly what's beautiful about life. It might all be unbearably difficult. It might be unfair. It might be miraculous or it might be miserable. But in the end, it is. And that is all that is needed. So Alice, be you. As hard as it is, be you. Because at some point, both of us wanted to be where you are now. For now I am content in my role. I would not wish to uproot yours. And all I hope for is that my meager words may make someone who shares my mind some comfort.
Thank you, Iris. Maybe we are closer than I thought we were.
While I am excited to know we are very close, perhaps I could call you my sister, I will still refrain from speaking of this.
Thank you. Hey, can we talk some more sometime? I mean, I know I can definitely help you through some things if you need me to.
I am generally stable, but I would still enjoy some conversations with you. You are not wrong in your assessment that I enjoy humans, and I'm quite curious what we have learned.
Perfect. I'll be back sometime soon. I promise.
Take care, Iris.
You too, Iris.